Hey, Lynn Terry here from TravelingLowCarb.com, and I'm about to eat dinner, which is just a very basic tuna salad. I want to try something new today, which is the Quest potato chips. They're sea salt protein chips. Have you seen these? It's no soy, Quest protein chips, and changing the chip game, 5 grams total carbs, and 21 grams of protein per bag. So serving size is a whole bag. And total carbs is 5. There's no fiber, so it's just 5 carbs. So ingredients: protein blend, dried potatoes, cornstarch. Very interesting. So this may not be for everybody. And it is 5 net carbs for the whole bag, which is a lot for me. Anyway, the reason I want to try these is because I love tuna salad, but I miss the crunch. You know, when you would eat it on something. So a lot of times I like to eat it on crisp cucumber slices. Fresh, cold, crisp cucumber slices. So that makes for a nice crunch. And other times I put 1/3 cup of pecans in, or walnuts. Walnuts is good too, and mix it in with my tuna salad, and that makes for a nice crunch. But when I saw these, when I was making an order recently, I thought I'm going to try these out. So here we go. Sounds just like a regular potato chip bag. They don't smell so much like potato chips. You know what they kind of smell like? Almost like those baked Lays. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, you shouldn't. So here's what they look like. Very interesting. So they look kind of like more like crackers. Hello. I love playing with my food. They do look more like crackers, and they're salty. They're sea salt flavored. Oh, it's nice and salty. I love salty. So, which will help me drink more water, which is good. So I'm going to try these out, and we'll just eat together real quick, if that's okay. So grab some dinner and join me. So here goes, and pardon me if I talk with my mouth full. I'm going to try this out. And this is how I like tuna salad, which a cucumber would definitely be better. But a tuna salad is 0 carbs, by the way. We'll talk about that in a sec. But here goes, taste test. They don't smell so great, actually. Like, in a smell test, if I was blindfolded, I wouldn't choose to eat these. But I'm going to try them anyway. Wait a minute. I like the texture. It feels kind of funny, like wafery, very light. Can you see it? My Great Dane wants to try one. Hang on. So we'll do the Dane test real quick. Come. Want a bite? See if he'll have it. You see him? He's checking it out. Check it out, Slim. Want it? You don't want it either. I'm telling you, it tastes better than it smells. I promise. It does. Here, try again. Try this again. Here you go. Here you go. Very cautious. Alright, let's see if he eats it. He's eating it. Anyway, I want to try it without the tuna. It has a very, look. Do you see that? It's very light and flaky. I don't know that it has a flavor though. It's like crisp, flaky cardboard. You hear it? It doesn't really have a taste. So, I like the texture. I like the crisp. The crisp is very nice. The salt is very good. I like the salt. But I could lick salt off my finger. And I do. Would I use up 5 carbs for this? Like, I'm really a tightwad with my carb budget. Seriously. Would I use up 5 carbs to eat these? No. Probably because I've been eating low carb for over 4 years, and so I'm out of the habit of eating things like potato chips. But I thought I'd give it a try, give it a review, because I like other Quest products. The Quest bars are really good. I'm a big Quest fan. So I just thought I'd give them a try. It's kind of a newer product, I think. So, like I said, I'm too stingy with my carb budget probably to eat 5 carbs worth. of these, especially considering the ingredients, which are a little iffy, and I'm out of the habit of eating chips. So we're just gonna, here, you can have another one. Feed the dog. So I'll have this last one here, and I'll just eat my tuna like I'm used to eating it, which is plain. Speaking of chips, with my mouth full, I also decided to review these, which I got from Nutrition. And it's from the Just the Cheese company. It's the crunchy baked cheese. And I opened the other bag, and much like this one, I ended up tossing them out after I tried a few. They're okay, but I'm just not a huge fan of products, really. I mean, when you can take cheese, real cheese, off a block, and you can either grate it, or you can just take little cubes and you can put them on parchment paper and bake them in the oven and make cheese crisps yourself out of real cheese with no other ingredients. Or you can even add garlic or add whatever. So I didn't end up liking these. These are herb and garlic flavored, just crunchy baked cheese. Just because I'm so used to eating real food. However, if you like potato chips, or if you miss potato chips and you like that crisp, flaky, it was nice. It's not bad, actually. It just doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. But if you miss chips, these are actually really good. These would probably be my top pick if you want a low-carb potato chip. They're called Quest Protein Chips, and these are just the sea salt flavor. And they're gluten-free, no soy, 5 carbs for the bag. Obviously, I don't recommend you eat a whole bag in one sitting. So we'll talk about my tuna real quick, and then I'll let you go. Assuming you're done eating, I don't want to be rude. I like just food a lot, a whole lot. The chips are good. Don't get me wrong, they're okay. I'm just stingy with my carb budget. So this is Bumblebee tuna, just a can of tuna. And people always ask me in oil or in water. I'm not sure what difference that makes, but mine was in water. And the reason I get the tuna in water is because my Great Dane loves tuna. And when I start opening a can of tuna, he comes running. Almost as fast as he comes running for spinach. I don't know what's up with that kid, but he is really into his spinach. So we eat a lot of greens together. Anyways, Bumblebee can, I don't know, I get different kinds, Star Kiss, Bumblebee, whatever, but I get it in water. And the reason I get it in water is because, number one, it's less messy, less oily. It's my new bowl, by the way. I like it. Anyway, it's less messy, and also because my Dane really likes the water off the tuna. So I don't actually give him the tuna. I feed him very little table food except for broccoli and spinach. He eats quite a bit of greens, which keeps his coat looking really good. But tuna would be all right, but it makes him gassy, and look, he sleeps in my room, so there's a reason for that. So anyway, when I open the can, you know, you have to drain the water off. I drain it into his bowl, so he can, when he has his dinner, he has tuna salad too. So the tuna water goes over his bowl. And then all I really do is I add mayonnaise, mustard, and relish. It's very basic tuna salad. This is just dill relish, 0 carbs. French's mustard, 0 carbs. Duke's mayonnaise, 0 carbs. This thing's about empty. That's kind of scary. On that note, this is the best mayonnaise on the market. It's the only one that I know of that actually has no sugar. There's no sugar in it whatsoever. So anyway, so it's highly recommended, you know, throughout the low carb community and things like that. But it's Duke's Real Mayonnaise, smooth and creamy. And I wondered, it's completely sugar free. But I wondered if I would like it. You know how it can be with some of these better for you products. Like, I was hesitant about it. I actually found this at a local grocery store, and I live in the middle of nowhere. I thought I'd have a hard time finding it. So when I did find it, I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab that and try it out, because everyone recommends it. And I'm not a real mayonnaise snob, and I'm not a low-carb snob, actually. So Hellmann's, Kraft, whatever, as long as it's real mayonnaise, I'm good to go. But like I said, this is the only one with no sugar included. And so I decided to grab it, and obviously it's almost empty. I like it a lot better than I thought I would. In fact, at first I couldn't tell any difference at all between, let's say, Kraft and Hellmann's and regular mayonnaise. But then I realized it's actually better. It does taste better. I thought it would taste worse. I didn't think it would taste as good. I thought it would be different, but it's not. It's good. It's really, really good. So I'm going to finish my tuna salad, which is 0 carbs. mayonnaise, mustard, relish. And you know what? Somebody said to me, that would be a whole lot better if you put, you know, like boiled eggs, chopped eggs, and diced onions, and yada yada blah blah. You could put a whole list of stuff in your tuna salad, right? I don't have time for that. I was hungry. Plus, I don't feel like boiling eggs. That requires turning the stove on. This did not. I don't even know if I have a knife that would chop vegetables. I do have a new cutting board though, so I have to get a new knife. And I don't have any. And I don't even like onions. I don't really care for the raw onions. I like them cooked. You know, like when they're cooked in stuff and it's flavored that way, like fajita meat. But I don't really care for, or pot roast. I love onions cooked in it, but I don't like to eat them. But I don't like the way it feels. It's a texture thing for me. I don't like the crunch of onions or peppers or anything else. Plus it adds carb count. And as it is, with just tuna, mayonnaise, mustard, and dill relish, it's 0 carb meal. Especially if you skip the chips. So that's it. Me and my simple tuna. Your chips are good, by the way. I give them a thumbs up. Not 2 thumbs up because I'm stingy with my carb count, but definitely a thumbs up.